Hello, my belly buttons. Welcome back to Boom Beach. Now, this is the second installation of our new account romp, and we have 30 seconds left on the headquarters here, which is level 1. So after the headquarters, I think we have to focus on economy next. Hey, great! The HQ is finally big enough for us heavies. We're tough enough to walk straight into the line of fire. Let's go get them! Okay, so the heavies are the tanks, and I'm pretty sure they were inspired by Team Fortress 2's heavy. But he's Cuban instead of Russian. I'm not racist, I just don't know what that is. Black, I guess? African American? So we could upgrade the headquarters again, which isn't a bad idea, to be honest, because unlike in Clash of Clans, you can freely upgrade your headquarters at any time, whenever you want, as long as you've got the dough. You won't see any negative effects from it, because I ruined one of my Clash of Clans accounts once by rushing to Town Hall 9, and I couldn't keep resources, I just kept getting raided. People just saw it and sprayed their pants at the fact that my base was such a low level, and they had dragons at the time, and it was scary. It just wasn't good. So this is going to take an hour. And until then, I'm just going to use gems. And, this probably isn't the smartest move, and I should have thought ahead, but your gunboat can shoot more than just artillery fire. Flares can guide your troops into battle. All troops will move towards the flare while it burns, or attack the building marked by it. Now, the flare is a very integral part of Boom Beach, especially early on, because most people just think to defend this part up here. You can't see the cursor, so I'm going to use the sniper tower. So most people just have the front of their base reinforced. So that means we can flank through the left and go up this way around their fortification and come in from behind like Big Tyrone after he sees a little white boy in jail drop the soap. Isn't that great? So yeah, we just need to do that. And we got an achievement from which we can collect diamonds. So right now, our first priority is to build a radar, which is in the support tab. Oops. 150 wood. That's probably going to be like 1 diamond. Yeah. 50. Oh, we already had 100, I guess. So we're just gonna gem that really quickly. Upgrading the radar allows us to explore further and interact with others. By what name would you like to be known? Let's see. I didn't think this far ahead. Butt Burger McGee. Not the most... Oh. Okay, fine. We'll just go with Gnarly Belly Button. There. Gnarly Belly... Oh, come on. Okay. Gnarly Jelly Button. Gnarly Jelly Butt. Gnarly... Okay. Gnarly Belly Butts. Close enough. That name suits you perfectly. I'm sure it does. So let's upgrade the radar. And explore around a little more. See what we can do. Lost I thought that said Paw Patrol at first, but let's raid this and see how it goes. As long as we've got the heavy, the mortar will draw its fire. So we don't have to worry about the mortar too much. However, because it attacks where the heavy was, and the riflemen follow behind the heavy, it has a chance of hitting the riflemen, and I mean, the level 1 heavy isn't even that good in the first place. So I'm just gonna nuke that really quick. And hopefully we haven't... Yes, we have not lost any troops. That heavy kind of got close, but it's more in the mid to slightly lower range of health. And yeah, pretty easy victory. It's pretty easy early on. There's not much tactics involved, but it tries to ease you into it, you know what I mean? And we freed yet another island from the Blackguard's tyrannical grasp. Ammo supply 2. What about ammo supply 1? Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. But we might be able to drop our troops on this side of the beach, yes. I was thinking that we would have to drop them in the middle and then flare them to the left, but this works too. Another thing I like to do is to shoot in the middle of two defenses and hit them both at once. If your aim is good enough, and, well, I'm using a computer right now, so I have, like, pinpoint accuracy, you can shoot and hit two defenses at once. This is really good if they're clustered together. Because if they're clustered together, the artillery shell is kind of explosive. So it'll do mild splash damage, but it won't do, like, splash damage. It'll do just enough to get both defenses at once. It only works if they're jam-packed together like that, though. Otherwise, it probably won't work. So yeah, slightly tougher this time, but it's a learning process, and I have pretty much all the tactics nailed down because I've been playing for slightly over 2 years. And you can see these points up here. These... Oh, okay, hold on. These dictate our rank, and the higher up we go, the tougher adversaries will get matched up with. So it's kind of like the trophy system from either other Supercell game. And you'll see we can upgrade more things. So let's upgrade the sawmill and gem that because we feel like it. And you can see our wood storages are starting to get full. So we make more wood storages. Right now we're just trying to lay the foundation for our base. We're just trying to get it up and running with the basic buildings. Some of these buildings you can only build once, like the vault. Like, you can't have multiple vaults, but you can upgrade buildings, and upgrading is one of the biggest parts of this game. It has to do with economy and defense and offense, really everything. It improves your base all around, depending on what you upgrade. And see, the residences here produce gold, so if gold is something we're in need of at the time, we could upgrade that as well. Eventually we're going to need an armory to upgrade our troops as well, but we don't have to worry about that until Headquarters 4. Right now we just have to worry about getting boots on the ground. Ooh, our rank went up. That's beautiful. Oh yeah. See, our rewards go up as well. So right now we can upgrade our landing craft so they can fit more troops, with which we can use to attack. This will take 2 minutes, but I can gem that. Even though they're not gems, they're technically diamonds, but it's kind of Supercell community slang for rushing something using the in-game currency, which is 2/3 of the time gems, 1/3 of the time diamonds, because Boom Beach. And the 2 other Clash of Clans games, or Clash of Clans themed. So our next priority should be... probably the sawmill, because we're in dire need of wood right now. I just gemmed 12. Normally you're gonna want to be a bit more frugal with your gems, but you don't need to be. Oh, you can also see that we can get a second builder, but that's not gonna happen. You see, the main theme of Boom Beach and how it differs from Clash of Clans is that instead of having multiple builders, you just have one set of builders. But upgrades take significantly less time to complete. With Clash of Clans, it's just like, decide these 3 things you want to upgrade and then check back tomorrow or whatever. But with Boom Beach, it's more macro intensive. So right now we're going to wait an hour and 44 minutes for the sawmill to upgrade. In the meantime, we can raid, I guess. We don't really need to worry about diamonds yet because we're not at the part where we need them significantly. As long as we don't use them all up and we spare a few, it will be okay. That's a guarantee. You can also upgrade your gunboat weapons. So the flares could last longer when you upgrade them, and the artillery shells will do more damage. It doesn't affect how much gunboat energy they need, though. So a level 1 artillery shell will cost the exact same as a level 13 artillery shell, despite doing likely thousands of difference in damage. So we got quite a bit of gold from that, probably enough to fund one more thing. So this one is pretty high, like Snoop Dogg on 420. So what I'm doing here is I'm dropping them near the fodder buildings, I like to nickname them. And the fodder buildings will provide some gunboat energy, as I demonstrated in the last one. So our troop comp right now is riflemen and heavy, which kind of makes it complicated as far as which buildings we're trying to destroy. But I would suggest we take out the mortar and the sniper tower. We need to take out the mortar on account of the fact that we have riflemen, and the sniper tower on account of our heavy. Because the sniper tower will do focus damage on one target, while the mortar does damage to many targets, but not as much damage. So it's not going to be as much of a threat to the heavy. It's a little hard, like, talking while I'm playing, but, you know, I manage. We're going to want to watch these riflemen closely. The heavy is still good on his HP, but as long as those riflemen don't get hit, I'm kind of worried about them. You see, I'm worried because the heavies don't do much damage themselves. However, I do think we can flare around here, because the sniper towers have insanely long range. It's kind of scary. But I think where the heavy is right now is where its range caps out. Oh, yeah. Okay, we just lost our first battle. Well, it's a process. I think we should have gone for that sniper tower first, because that wouldn't have been a concern and we could have finished off the base easily. Eventually, I'm not sure at which point, but I do know that the option to load all of your troops at once instead of having to do it individually like this does appear. I remember a time before that update when you had to manually do it like I just did, and you had to do that for all 8 of your landing crafts, and it was just terrible. I didn't like it. I'm glad they added that feature. If you play Clash of Clans often and or have played it recently, you might recognize something similar. It's the troop preset, which is something similar here. I might start a Clash of Clans Let's Play as well, but I just want to stick to Boom Beach for now because this is a semi-new channel. It's more like it was reinvigorated from what it was before. Okay, so it looks like we've done all we can do for now. So I'm just gonna peace out really quick. Bye!